Hi, it's Karen Jacobsen, the GPS girl with Navigating New York, and I'm here today with Kenny Kramer. Now, Kenny has a very famous name. When I'm in New York. Can you tell us an it could only happen in New York story, Kenny?
Well, like my career could only happen in New York. I was a stand-up comedian traveling around opening rock concerts. And I got this apartment in this building behind us, and my neighbor across the hall turned out to be a writer named Larry David, who based a character on me called Kramer.
Can you imagine? Only in New York.
Only in New York.
So you are looking right here at the real Kramer, isn't that right?
That's true. That's right.
True.
Known as an international icon.
I love it.
Anybody, actually, all you have to do is just find a really talented writer and get the apartment across the hall. Okay?
Is that your savvy New Yorker tip on how to make it in New York, Kenny?
That's a good tip. Get a writer who lives across the hall who's brilliant, and let him create a character based on you, and the rest will be history.
And then have that become one of the most successful shows ever in the history of the world. Tell us, why did you come to New York City?
Well, I was actually born and raised here in New York, but I've been living here and have my place here now, 30 years, something like that. And so I love New York.
You love New York?
In the spring, summer, and fall.
Why did you stay in New York? I mean, you were born and raised here, but you stayed.
Well, I travel because I love the city. It's got an energy that you can't get anywhere else in the world, right here in New York.
And you have a relationship with Australia, which we love.
Oh, yes, I love Australia. Australia loves me. I've been there several times and toured the whole country and just had the most fabulous time, because I'll tell you something. If you've never been to Australia, beautiful country, but the best part are Aussies, the funniest, friendliest, most outgoing, ready-to-party people you will ever find in your life. They are basically a bunch of drunks.
Hey, let's be nice.
But the nicest of drunks. Not mean drunks, fun drunks.
So now I have been on your incredible tour around the city,
Thank
and
you.
let's give it a plug while we're here, Kenny.
Sure, Kramer's reality tour now in its 17th season.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? And I do an hour of stand-up in the theater and tell all the stories of what happened in real life and how Larry memorialized them in episodes of Seinfeld, and we board a bus and we stop for soup, and I tell all kinds of great stories and show you great clips, and it's a blast. KennyKramer.com. You need to book in advance because I don't do it that often, and it's always sold out.
So, Kenny, what direction are you headed? What's next for Kenny Kramer, the real Kramer?
Well, actually, I'm about to get on a cruise ship and travel up and down the east coast of America for the fall foliage, and then I'll be back in New York for Christmas and New Year's. And then I'll be going to, I have a place in Cabo, Mexico, where I hang out during the winter. Because I say, I love New York, but winters I could pass on.
And well, Kenny Kramer, thank you for joining us on Navigating New York.
Well, it's been my pleasure.
Oh, I'm Karen Jacobsen, the GPS girl. You have reached your destination. With the stars, oh, you can almost touch the sky. This episode of Navigating New York is brought to you by Essence of Valley, natural products for health, beauty, and well-being. Visit essenceofvalley.com.